Hey everybody, this is Trina, the little diva, and I want to thank everyone for making the choice to click in to chat with Trina.
All right, everybody. This is Miss Trina with Chat with Trina here with you today. And I'm gonna just tell you, I decided to sit somewhere different in my house today. I used to have my little balcony, but I moved, so I got another cute house. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, I decided to let y'all see a different angle today. But anyway, I have the legendary Lady Champagne today, talking and chatting it up with Trina. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
I am fine. It has been so long. I was
I
so
know, I
surprised,
know.
but happy to hear from you a few weeks ago. Because I had reached out, but you didn't even know I had reached out because I went through
Oh,
Messenger.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't usually go through Messenger a lot because every time I sign up on Messenger, I get hacked. So
I
I'm
was gonna
all
say
right
I
now. But yeah,
yes.
I don't know how long I'm
Even
gonna be in Messenger. But you
right,
have my number
I
now,
have
so
your number now, so
just call.
I can hunt you down. Now, how have you been doing?
I've been doing great. I'm enjoying this little downtime. We've been doing this a
Yeah,
long time. So
yeah.
everybody's like they stressing out. I'm good. I'm good.
Uh-huh. I've been
So
good for the most part, but I did get out to some social distanced, mask required. I don't do any dancing, but I'll go to a live music event
right,
and
right.
listen to because I love live
I haven't
music.
gotten there yet. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
a couple more months.
yeah. I'm not gonna do no dancing because a friend of mine, she's having her kickoff or she's starting an actual talk show, and
Okay,
so she's having a like a launch party at
okay,
a venue that I know of, and when I get there, I'll see how many cars there, because
right,
I
right.
take all that into account with that. But I definitely am gonna probably go, but I'm not gonna do it because I see that they're offering dancing there. I'm not gonna do no dancing.
Okay, okay,
Now,
yeah.
unless we do it, I might could do a line dance where I'm sitting at where my my thing is, but I
Exactly,
ain't trying to be
exactly.
that
But
close to
all
people
that exchanging sweat and stuff, I don't think I'm
and
ready for it.
hugging. And let me
No.
say this before we get started. Kind of funny, kind of story. My mom, my grandmother passed, so my mama go before the funeral. We gave my sister and I gave my mom a lecture. You cannot hug people at the funeral. That's why they
Exactly,
have a limited amount of people that can come to the funeral. You can't
exactly.
be next to folks. You cannot be hugging on people, mama. Child,
Right.
my mama is a diva. It's just who
Hug on
she is.
everybody.
Yeah, hug. Then she come, and so my sister go get her and say, "Mama, we told you can't hug nobody." I didn't hug nobody. Yes, you. And I think it's just so natural for
It's
her.
natural.
She
I'm
didn't
a hugger
realize.
too.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
hugger.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say for me, I was not a hugger. I'm not a touchy-feely person, but when I joined the dance community, that's what
Yeah,
people do.
yeah.
So in a way, I'm kind of a little happy about that because I used to be a little uncomfortable with all the hugging and touching and stuff.
Yeah, I
So
had my birthday dinner March the 8th, actually my birthday. I took
right
like a hundred
before,
people to church and then we went to eat. And then we went on
yeah,
lockdown the next week.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so
Thank God you got that birthday out the way.
we went to church. That's what I'm
And that was
saying. So
good.
it was
Yeah,
nice. It was nice.
definitely.
So we've been
I
on
always
lockdown
say that.
ever since.
I always think about that too, doing a thing to have go get invite people to come to church with me, and then
Exactly.
I've
Exactly.
definitely thought about that.
We do all these events all the time. We can do something for church.
We could do something for church. One of the ladies in
Exactly.
our dance community here, in our two-step community, her name is Squeaky. She invites us to
Right.
church. So something I've always wanted to know, and I know people ask you this, but I'm gonna ask because I ain't never asked. How did you
Okay.
get Lady Champagne as your name?
Okay. So we were teaching at a club, not gonna say names or whatever. There was
Mm,
another lady that had the same name as my name, my
okay.
real name.
Uh-huh.
So, we had Hitman. So Hitman and I kind of ventured off a little bit. We like, okay, I used champagne blonde hair.
Oh,
At that time the cologne champagne was out. I was loving that cologne. And then
yeah.
so we said we
Yes.
gonna go with champagne. So that's how we came up with it.
Okay. So y'all kind of came that together.
Yeah,
You and okay.
yeah.
And you are from Fort Worth. Are you
I'm
there?
from
Are you
Florida.
originally from Fort Worth? Is that where you were born and raised?
No, I was raised here, but I was born in Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana.
Oh,
Spring
really?
Hill, Louisiana. But I've been here since the first grade though. So, but my
Okay.
hometown is Spring Hill, Louisiana. Shout out. Yeah. So I'm a
So
Louisiana.
Spring
I'm a
Hill, is
first
that
year.
by Whiteville? Not Whiteville. Is that by Shangaloo?
Yes,
That's where my
exactly.
family's from. My
Get
family's
out
from
of here. We may
Shangaloo.
be
Yeah,
relatives.
I
We may be
know,
relatives.
right?
I know. Yeah, I'm from Spring Hill.
Yeah, when you said then my ex-husband, he's from his people live in Spring Hill. Matter of fact, they just had 2 deaths down there. Had a
What's the
funeral down there.
name? What's your husband's
Uh
name?
Purdy and Lowry.
I have to ask my brothers. My brothers are still there.
Yeah.
My brothers
Because
are
one
still
of them
there.
had a real big club there in Shreveport some years
Hmm.
back. But I
Wow.
bet he knows some of them.
See,
But
my
yes,
daddy
Spring
had
Hill.
my daddy had the adult joint in Spring Hill, S&W.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
convenience store and a joint in the back. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
Spring Hill
from a
was a
club family, so that's why I do this. I do what I do with these.
exactly. I tell people I interviewed my aunt who used to be one of the big lady club owners, runners. Well,
Right,
she didn't own it, but she worked for some of the men. And so she
right.
ran some of the biggest clubs here in Houston. So I think that's where I got it from. And then my mama, she's a social butterfly.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so it runs in the blood with us. That's how we get these social
I know,
graces and
I
stuff.
know. And we make it look easy, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of
It's a
work.
lot of work. It's a
Yeah.
lot of work. That's why I think so many people, no shade, but some people try to come up and do things and knock you out the way,
If
not
she can do
realizing
it,
once
I
they
can
get
do
in
it. And
there,
then they figure out, then they be like, well,
they,
how she do that? I'm
and make it
gonna
look
tell
so
you some
easy.
things, but I don't get to tell you everything. See, you
Right,
ain't
there you
see it.
go.
Exactly.
That's funny. It's a
Exactly.
girl. I was I was telling this girl the other day. She was on Facebook and she had took off her hair to go to the beauty shop. I was
Right.
like, "Girl, you don't tell everybody everything. When I go to the beauty shop, I'm still cute. You see
Some
what go.
things
You
are
see how I
private.
go
They don't
in,
get
and
it.
you something when I come out. You ain't seeing
They
nothing
don't
going
get
on in
it.
the middle.
They don't get it. They don't
They
get
don't
it.
need to see all
Facebook is
that.
probably it's the best thing and the worst thing that could ever happen to us.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
like, don't be telling
Everybody
all
want to
our
be Facebook
secrets.
famous. Facebook famous. Yeah.
Yes. I
It is
tell
what
our
it is.
famous before Facebook, but
See, but it's not that serious for us.
Did I hear that you used to model?
Yeah, we still do fashion shows. I
Okay,
model, I
okay.
lip sing, I do burlesque shows. We do it all. So swing out is just a little tip, but yeah, that's why when I started doing graduation, I incorporated everything I do into my graduations. Hence where all the graduations started doing shows and,
Yes,
different sets and stuff. Yeah,
and
so we
added
started doing
things
that.
too.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. I ask everybody this because I enjoyed the graduations. Like I thought it was a cool thing. I thought it also gave us people who are graduating an opportunity to show their friends and families what they've
Exactly.
learned. I hear, so here they just really don't do graduations too much. And some people say it was too much work. But I think when you love doing something like event planning, the work is, I mean, it's worth it when you see the looks on the students' faces and they're excited. What do you think?
I've done it a long time. I don't really do it anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
try to just do more advanced stuff or private
Mm-hmm.
classes now. Back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
graduations were real popular, but people, they just don't want to do the work. They want you to do everything.
Yeah.
So now it's like, it's a lot of work, Trina. It's a
It's a
lot of
lot of
work.
work.
So
It definitely is a lot
I
of
can
work.
take it or leave it. If somebody, they want to do it, then they got to promise they're going to be a part of it and help do
Oh,
the
I
work.
see what you're saying. Like the
So yeah.
students helping out with
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
My graduations is a production. You do the
Mm-hmm.
graduations, you do the modeling sets, you do the lip sync sets, so we do productions. So it's a lot of work.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that. So when did you stop doing so you don't teach group classes anymore, you just teach privates?
I do privates or advanced. But
Okay.
I've been doing some classes in the last, I just haven't been doing in the last year.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we just kind of slowed down the last year. So like I say, I needed this downtime. People are inboxing me and texting me, when you gonna do, I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Not right now.
Not right
Not right
now.
now.
Not if it means I gotta touch somebody. And you really can't teach without touching somebody. You really can't.
Can't. You
So
can't dance.
yeah,
You can't do
yeah,
swing
I
out
just
dance
don't
without
do the
touching
big
somebody.
graduation. Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody they hear about the graduation, they want to be a part of it, but they don't want to sell tickets. It's a lot that back
I
in the
miss that
day
part.
we
I can
didn't
see that
mind
part.
doing. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then I
and then
think
it's
back
so
then we would just
expensive.
hustle. Huh?
Exactly. It's expensive. You have to rent a place now. What happened with me is that my graduation got so big to where I started having to do a graduation on Saturday and a graduation on Sunday, split the class up
Oh.
because I don't think it's fair to have a graduation, have the floor so packed that people's loved ones can't see them.
See them. Yeah.
So we
Mm-hmm.
would do, and that's a lot of work, girl. That's a
Definitely
lot.
do that back to back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
So
lot.
you just decide what group goes together. If the younger people gonna do it together, then the more mature people do it together. So it just depends. But I switch it up all the time. You always have to switch it up with people on your tail.
Yeah,
You switch
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
Yeah, you do something different all the time.
That way you switch it
You
up so
gotta
they
mix it
they
up.
don't know
You
where
gotta
you
mix it
coming
up.
from. Well, when
Exactly.
did you
And you
start doing
already know.
that?
You already know. They never know. They
They
never know.
never know. Never know
Yeah.
which direction. Well, they say don't tell your left what your right doing, or vice
Exactly.
versa.
Exactly.
Did you enjoy doing those? 'Cause I never got to see them. Because even I know you came to our gala one year because you were honored.
Right.
But you didn't do. Yeah, you didn't do like a performance or anything. Yes, you did.
Yeah, we just did
You
a
did.
showcase. We did
Okay,
a
you just did a
showcase.
showcase.
We did a
Did you
showcase.
do your showcase with Hitman?
No, with my husband.
You did with your husband. Okay, okay.
Actually,
So
I
he
did with my
dances as well.
husband, Liddell, and Jamon.
Oh, it's been so long, I done forgot.
My husband and
Oh,
I danced, and then Liddell came out, and I danced the man's side. He danced the woman's side. Then Jamon came out, and we did a little West Coast stuff.
okay. So
So
you
it
do
was just
West Coast
three.
as well.
Yeah, a little West Coast. I've taken West Coast. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me explain to you how
Okay.
it became DFW. My take on how it became. I've been
Okay.
swinging out since 1974.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Back then, it was called fast dancing because when you want to dance with a guy, if the guy's not your man and you want to dance with him, then you swing out. We called it fast dancing, opposed to slow dancing, actually getting up on him.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
either slow dance or you fast dance with a man.
fast dance.
When it got to Dallas, then it became swing out. So it became DFW. My take on it is when Brigida started doing the third Saturdays,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted to reach out to Dallas and bring Dallas and Fort Worth together, then this is the DFW Metroplex. So that's how it became DFW. But that
Wow.
swing out is from Fort Worth. We used to go to
Gotcha.
Dallas back in the day and do videos for Ushay. That's one of the most popular DJs it is in Dallas. Used to do videos
Uh-huh.
for him. Fort Worth's the only one that was swinging out on the floor. Dallas was just like, no, Dallas only been swinging out now. I give it 20 years now.
Interesting. Okay.
And
Okay.
then what happened was people from Fort Worth ended up going to Dallas to teach, so that's how
Mm.
it came to Dallas.
Okay.
It's actually
Wow.
a Fort Worth thing, but
And
we call it
I just
DFW.
always thought it was from Dallas to Fort Worth, to be truly honest with you.
No, no,
Never
it's
really,
Fort Worth.
that's interesting. Okay.
It's Fort
And
Worth.
see, that's another thing. So when I started this chat show, I wanted to definitely showcase, of course, dancers, because that's my love, but then also live music, that's my new love.
Exactly.
But then the world started doing them too. So I say, what can I do to be different? Because I think it's great everybody showcasing dance. So I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way. It's
Exactly.
awesome.
Exactly.
But it's just the fact that you have to do something like we just mentioned, something a little different so we won't all be the same. So I saw, okay, you know what? I don't like people I felt like sometimes people tend to erase history, just bottom line.
Right.
So I decided to go to some of the people that I know that aren't asked or aren't out here that as often anymore that I know knew some history that's not out there. So that's why I like that. And then not only that, that's my third love. Like I love history, biographies, autobiographies, stuff like that. So anyway, I fused that into this.
When you do the history, Trina, you have to keep in mind also, because people will get in their feelings. My history on the west side of town might not be the same as your history on the east side. They don't make mine no more important than yours. So everybody's history is this. If there's a video out that Robin came to do with the legends and originators, that video, I'll tag you in it.
Okay.
Robin Livingston out of Houston came to do
video.
So there's a video with all the originators there. And that doesn't mean we made the dance up. That just means that we were the ones that started teaching it, or for the legends are the ones that made it go higher than where it was. So that doesn't mean that my history is there. They may be older than me, swinging out longer than me.
Right, absolutely.
But you know us, but you might not know them. Because it wasn't as big as it is now back in the day when they started teaching. So that's what it was. So I'm gonna give credit where credit is due.
And I guess that's my point too. That's my thing, because of course there's new history. Without history, there's no future.
Yeah,
so
but you can't just come up and say it's all about what we're doing now and what happened back then. Didn't have a part of what you're doing now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the part I want always remember, because it wouldn't be a this if it wasn't a that. So you got introduced with partner dancing. How? Like, how did you start? I know you said,
My brother,
okay.
we went to one of the black schools here, and my brother
Uh-huh.
played in the stage band. He was a marching band.
Uh-huh.
So he was a senior. He was going off to college. So he taught me how to swing in our living room, my brother.
Okay.
So when I became like, let's say 15, you know,
Uh-huh.
I don't even really know what the club age was back then. I don't know I was going to club to swing out.
Mm-hmm.
So my mentor, his first girlfriend, which you see her on videos with me or on pictures with
Uh-huh.
me, Dale and Dickie was her best friend and her dance partner. They was the one that would help me get in the clubs when I was a teenager.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those are my mentors, and I picked my style up from her. So
Okay.
that's who really, kind of my brother and her taught me how.
Uh-huh.
And then I mentor myself after Dale and Dickie, basically.
Okay.
Back in the day, I used to be a locker. So I was incorporating lockers in the swing out.
What
And
is
I was like
that?
this big, like pop locking. I was a pop.
Shut up.
Yeah. I always been an entertainer. So you remember those shoes we used to have, the kind of canvas shoes with the different color heels, they called them crayons. We used to wear the
Yes.
baggies, the bright colors. Yeah,
Yes.
so I would be moonwalking while I'm swinging out. And I was so little, I can do a whole lot of different stuff. So that's why, So yeah. So
Awesome. Well, that's
when they started teaching in Dallas, I think I was living in California at the time. So when I came
okay.
back and it was a big thing, everybody was going to swing out class. I'm like, oh God, so but no, I
Let
never
me
went
do
to
that.
class. Never went to a class. So
Really?
no, never went to a class. My brother taught
Okay.
me.
When
Yeah.
did you decide you wanted to teach it?
I've always taught somebody, So my dance partner back in the day, we used to teach people in the garage, just take them in and
Mm-hmm.
teach them. But as far as teaching in a setting, as far as a club,
Mm-hmm.
we used to go to Blue Monday here in Fort Worth. It's a place where you
Mm-hmm.
go and they play blues and swing out stuff on Mondays. And one of
Mm-hmm.
my friends, they were starting a class at one of the clubs here, and she asked me, and I used to be that kind of person that was always suited up.
Yeah.
You never saw me in jeans. I was always suited with
Right.
the hat and heels,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
model thing. But you can
Exactly.
always tell where people's background is according to how they carry themselves when they're swinging out. If
Mm-hmm.
they drill team, if they pop locking, if they model, you
Mm-hmm.
can always tell their style of dance. It tells you the story of where they came
It
from
came
and what they
from.
did before they started dancing. So I was always that classy,
Yeah. Yeah.
wasn't pelvic thrusting or nothing. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I went down, and the funny thing is, Hitman's brother and I used to go out and swing out together. He was one of
Okay.
my running buddies, and Hitman graduated with my brother, the one that taught me.
Mm-hmm.
So I went
Okay.
to the club, and he was there, and he was teaching, and he's like, when you teaching all the time, you just want to dance sometimes, and we danced. That was it.
You just want to dance.
That was it. So we were teaching. He was the only guy, and there was three of us. So yeah, so that's when we started doing the clubbing forward. So yeah.
Gotcha. So Hitman was Fourth Worth as well.
hmm
Okay.
We both went to Dunbar High School.
Okay. Oh, so you've
Dunbar High
known
School,
him.
Fort Worth,
Okay.
Texas. Yes. He
So
graduated in 75 and came out in 78.
talk to me about Hitman. Like, I know he passed. We realized like a year
Oh,
ago.
yeah,
Yes,
but it's spoiled. He's
I
so
think
spoiled.
I think I got to dance with him once, maybe twice, but he was very nice,
If you dance with him,
very
you remember. He was
very
smooth, baby.
astute,
He was
very
smooth.
smooth, very
Yes.
smooth.
They ain't
And
no,
what
they
I
ain't no
liked
ever
about
be no
him,
other hitman.
right?
Hitman is it. He's smooth. He's a gentleman. He gonna make
That's
sure
what I was
that
gonna
you get it.
say.
Beginner, intermediate, advanced. He's not gonna try to outdance you. He's gonna make you look good. That's what he did.
Yeah.
That was it.
And that's what I appreciate about him. And I know you guys mentor Liddell as well. And that's something that I
Exactly.
appreciate about Liddell
Exactly.
is that you can go dance with Liddell and
He
you're
gonna
not gonna
meet you
get
where you
that.
are.
He ain't
Gonna meet
throwing
you
you
where
all,
you are.
so and or if
Exactly.
he know, okay, he's not gonna take you to all these other moves when I just want to dance. There's a time that I want to do that kind of extra stuff, and I usually do it with one person. I have one person I like to do the tricks with, but otherwise
Right.
I just want to dance.
Yeah, because you don't know if you're gonna
Liddell is
get
gonna
hit,
give me that.
thrown on the floor. You can't trust everybody to do everything with you. So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So that's what I appreciated about that him passing y'all passing that down to Liddell.
Yeah.
But Hitman, what type of person was he? Like, I know he was smooth and he was a good dancer. Was he? How was he as a friend?
we were brother and sister. Let's just say that we fall out, we make up. We
Yeah.
fall out, we make up. Like I said, I was mad at him the day he passed, and when I
Yeah.
got the call from his phone, I'm like, "Where you been? You missed my birthday." No, 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 no. And then his friend told me what was going on. They let you get here. I said, "No, don't tell me that. I'm not." That's what that day.
Wow.
That day. I'm like, wow. But I was there, So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's still hard to talk about it. That's my boy. That's my boy. He's like a
I can
little kid though. He was a prankster. He's like a little kid.
really.
He was sweet though. He
So
was
he
sweet.
like
He
to have
spoiled.
fun.
Yeah, he did. He
You
did.
say he's spoiled.
He spoiled. He spoiled. We had him spoiled. I admit we had him spoiled.
That's funny. So was
Yeah.
he still teaching when he passed, or had he stopped? Had he retired? What was he?
He was with me. We were together. We still had the breakdown crew. We were doing
Oh,
everything together. We were doing everything
okay,
in
y'all still.
Dallas. In Dallas. Remember the
Okay.
old coach's corner? Remember
Yeah.
old coach's corner? Yeah, that was Odyssey. We had just started doing a club in Fort Worth. So yeah,
Hmm.
wherever I was, him and was there.
Okay.
It was just
Well, without going too far into it, how did it feel to teach after he was gone? Like, was it different?
no, no, it wasn't.
Okay.
I'm used to teaching by myself too. Because when I
Hmm.
went to Dallas, I was by myself.
Oh, okay. Did you ever live in Dallas?
I used to live in Dallas, yeah, when very young. Out of high school, 2 days later, I moved to Dallas with my sister. Yeah, I lived in Dallas, but
Oh,
Swingout wasn't going on then,
right.
other than us going to the club and
To
doing it. It
Dallas.
wasn't classes and that kind of stuff yet. Yeah, I lived in Dallas, but we're from Fort Worth.
Okay. So
Funky
what do you
town.
that's what Brigida said the other day.
Funky
Funky
town.
town Fort Worth. Okay. So music, as far as swing out dancing, do you believe that there is a certain kind of music that you swing out, or do you believe that you can swing out to pretty much anything? Some people say, well, I can't dance that because that's not swing out music. What do you think?
Well, I can swing out to anything, but everybody
Mm-hmm.
can't. People my
Mm-hmm.
age are not going to want to swing out to blow the whistle. They're just not. They want to,
Right.
but here's the catch also. All
Mm-hmm.
May's song is not swing out song because May's has a funky beat that is hard to dance to some of that stuff. It has to
Mm-hmm.
be a beat that gets behind you and makes you move and groove. If you got to
Right.
think about it too hard, it's not fun.
Yeah. Oh, so like sometimes you hear songs, somebody say, "Can you dance?" And you have to be like, "Let me hear, let me think, let me listen."
No,
Then
I'll get
that
up and dance because I'm Lady Champagne. But I don't
right.
expect everybody to get up and dance on everything. They have to be wanting to have a good time. When you go out and
Mm-hmm.
dance at an event, you're there to have a good time. You're not there to necessarily be a teacher or blah. But I will dance with anybody
Gotcha.
unless it's just some hip hop that's just too far to the left.
Yeah. Right.
But the
Right.
young
Right.
people, if that's what they want to do, hey, I'm for it.
Absolutely.
Everything
Yeah.
changes over time.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
people my age are not going to change what they like. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
one of the people that crossed over to Dallas, so I can
Mm-hmm.
do Dallas. But for people that don't go to Dallas or didn't go to, they're gonna be strictly like, we're not doing that.
Right.
So you have to remember, I just turned 60.
Mm-hmm.
So
Look
people 60
good,
and
girl. You look
above are
good.
not going to do the hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
do, they don't even look right doing it because
Right.
it takes away from their class and their style.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
it's
looking.
okay to have fun if you got on tennis shoes or flats or whatever. My husband fuss
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Y'all wear dresses no more. Y'all don't do this. And I have to tell him because if we're going to Dallas, I might dance with anybody other than you. We're not just
Yeah.
dancing together all night long. You have to be comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
pulling it
Mm-hmm.
together, trying to hold your dress down. Yeah. So it's a different scene these days, and that's okay. Long as
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
having a good time, long as they keeping it moving, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. The problem is, like you say, that the younger people are not giving props to the people that started, the originators and the legends. You
Yeah.
still have to give props to it, and we have to see some kind of essence of the dance, especially in competition. What you see in
Mm-hmm.
competition a lot of time is a lot of West Coast, a lot of people. It's gumbo. They're mixing everything. So if it doesn't look like, to me, if you're gonna go in a competition, say it's swing out, you should have the six bases incorporated into your dance routine. Period.
Yeah.
You should know how to do the original
Do
start
that.
out, how to do full turn, the half turn, the walk behind the back, and you should know how to do all six, and then go into your entertainment part. If you do a whole routine, I don't care how good it looks, and also no essence of the
Mm-hmm.
dance that I'm part of,
Mm-hmm.
then that's not I'm gonna clap for you, then I'm gonna mark you a one or two. What you gonna do?
Yeah. Right.
So, but
Right.
when the competition started just catering and changing it up to fit what people wanted it to be, that's a
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Yeah.
You don't change
Okay.
Chicago stepping. You don't change Houston two-step. You don't change Zydeco. What gives you the right to change swing out?
Gotcha.
That's the
Hmm.
problem that they're having with it. You know, I mean,
Gotcha.
I don't give a
Hmm.
damn. I'm gonna do champagne no matter what, you know.
No matter
So
what. There you
it is
go.
what
There
it
you go.
is. It is what
There,
right. Just keep it moving. Have a good time. But
have
if
a
you're
good
trying to
time.
be technical in a competition, you gotta make it right.
Yeah. And there, um, because I'm sure that in West Coast they have some technical things that you have to do. And I get when they say that dancing we can mix stuff up, but I get what you're saying. That's like just us dancing, having a good time. But they're
Yeah.
actually you going into a competition that
You
there are
should have
some
the six foundation basics
mhm,
of the swing out dance of the dance that you're performing. Period.
performing. Right.
And
So
you should
you
have
mentioned
judges. You should have judges to judge that do that dance. Does that not make sense?
it makes
If I'm
much
strictly
sense to
West
me.
Coast and I don't DFW swing out, why am I judging a DFW swing out? Period. My number is 817-715-5688.
Girl,
If they got a problem with it, they can call me.
you know what? I'm not with
I'm still champagne.
you sell champagne
Mhm.
and you earn the right to be
Cause
there.
I'm right. Cause I'm right.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you can't tell me no different. You're not gonna go to Chicago and change nothing Chicago stepping is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
just not gonna do it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
But I'm
So
just one of
you
the people that lay back and I don't care. But some of my people that originators, they having a problem with it. And they're gonna let you
yeah.
know they have a problem with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Love Mr. Lee.
Leah
I
Never,
can
Leah
matter of fact,
Never,
he'll
yeah.
still call now talking about trying to get me to come dance. I'm like, Mr. Lee, I am not going nowhere dancing. I'm not dancing right
Yeah,
now.
they came
But
to Dallas every Sunday to Dallas Society, Swing Out Society. They were part of the Dallas Swing Out Society. So let's just keep it real. They
oh
were the first one to bring DFW Swing Out to Houston.
yeah. Hmm.
They were the first ones to start doing it because they were in Dallas every weekend. They
Now
did
I
the
did
first
hear that they were in
competition
Dallas
that
every
Swing Out was
weekend.
part of. They did
Hmm.
that. They took Swing Out to Houston, period. And then Tim came, and then Liddell came.
But what about is it Jerry Palmer
Yeah,
as well? Uh-huh. So I was gonna so Mr. Lee, I enjoy dancing with him because he still has that joy of the dance,
he
of
loves
just the
it. He's gonna make sure
dance. You
you
know what
look
I
good.
mean?
He's gonna make sure it's about
That
you.
and that was something that he taught us in when I took his two-step and fancy two-step. Like, well, fancy taught me that you don't let people put you in a move you don't want to go in. If you're not comfortable with that
Exactly.
move, you don't let them go in that move. So people know me, I will,
Exactly.
we ain't going
Exactly.
nowhere.
That's my
And then
girl. That's my
then
girl.
two, Mr. Lee would say that men had to learn how to make us look good, not just them look good. They don't need to
They're the
just look good.
frame and you're the picture.
There you go. Exactly, exactly. And so those are things I learned. And Mr. Lee still to this day, that's what he does. And
Make
so I
sure you
can
look
go out
good.
and just have a good time with him and
What I
think I'm the
see,
best dancer out there.
what I see is a lot of ladies that look like they're just trying to keep up. They having to think too hard. What we gonna do next? What he gonna do next? And the guys are just really trying to just do too many moves. Swing out, you should maybe have a drink or smoke, whatever you're gonna do, and just chill out. You
And
should
just
have to
chill.
think hard. It should come natural. If I gotta concentrate on what you're doing, then I'm uncomfortable. You expect us
And I
to
was
have on heels, a dress, and then do all this stuff. No,
but
no.
the issue that for me, I have is I want to dance and have fun. I do. But I hate that nowadays I feel like in order to dance with some of the people, you have to be this perfect person. I've had somebody tell me, well, you don't get no dance because you don't smile when you're dancing. Well, I want to always smile when I'm dancing. I'm not grinning ear to ear, but I have to
We're not
concentrate
trying to
because you're doing
date.
so
We're
much
not trying to
stuff.
date. We're trying to dance. It's not a date. You're trying to
Yeah.
dance. Well,
And I
Trina,
don't know, I might grin at you and you might think I like you. That's one of my friends I always say, I ain't
exactly,
grinning too hard.
exactly.
They might think I want them, or they woman
Ah,
gonna
she's
think
trying
you
to get
want them.
you a bow, honey. Trying to get you one. Get you one.
There you go. And you know how these ladies are. They think they watching hard when you go when you dancing.
Exactly.
Um, so you gotta definitely be careful and stay in line.
I'm one of those teachers that I'm probably not going to invite nobody that's not in my class to showcase in my graduation. Because it's about the people that's in my
It's about
class.
the people that's graduating. Exactly.
Yeah. Now
Exactly.
I might invite the instructors to come and do instructor showcase, But no, just
Mm-hmm.
inviting all these people that's, because that's intimidating for my students. We need to build them up. Let them know that they did it
Absolutely.
and you can do it too. Exactly. I'm just a
Mm-hmm.
little
Mm-hmm.
different. I'm a mama
Yeah.
bear. I'm a mama
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah. I get
Period.
that. We need more of those.
So what do you think about
So
all these Zoom shows, and you think it's overdone? Classes and
what I will say is I know that in this time, um, during this time, I know people need to find things to do, But I will say that it's a little disappointing for me. I'll be honest. I think everybody is great doing what you do, having a good time. But because it was something I wanted to do for so long, I had started it before COVID. It was something I just really wanted to do. And then um, once I started it, then COVID came and the whole world
everybody.
decided to do it. And I think what hurt most is that the people that were watching when other people started, they left to go watch them. And it's crazy because when did this thing come up to where you could only allow to support one person? When did that happen? Like that drives me crazy. And people say, well, you're
Hmm.
taking it personal. It's not like that. It's just how I feel. And I have that right to feel that way,
You
you
don't right
know?
to feel however you want to feel, but people gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Coke. You might like Pepsi. That doesn't mean they're both not great. It just means that I like
Exactly.
Coke and you like Pepsi.
There
So
you
don't
go.
take it personal.
Yeah. And I'll take, and my thing is that I think for me, I can support, and I do. I support so many people. When so and so have theirs, so I support. But then when it comes to let's take me out of the equation. When it comes to, I've seen other people come out and do some things. There's no support for that person. Or either you switch up. Oh, so and so, I like them. They're part of this group that I want to. I want to be cool. I want to be with the
Yeah,
cool group. So you go over there.
you remember when I turned 49 and
Uh-huh.
y'all came, and all of Houston came to Billy G's. I'm like, really?
Is
And it
that
was
the
just a
one? That's
dinner.
not the
It was
brunch
just a
place.
dinner. Cause I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring about 25 people. Then next thing, okay, I'm gonna bring about 50 people. Okay, I'm gonna bring about 100. It was like 150 people there, and I'm like, y'all coming to pay to go to dinner? But then, yeah, then we danced a little bit. It was fun. Sometimes on my birthday, I
Was
just
that
like to
where the
chill out.
brunch? Was that
It
where the
was the
brunch
brunch. It was
was?
the brunch.
Okay,
When
okay,
he was
okay,
doing
okay.
the brunch, it was so good.
Yes, it was so good.
It
Because
was
I
so
think I've come
nice.
there twice.
Yeah.
You have something there twice?
No, I just had my birthday there.
Okay, I went to that, but I went to something else that you had that was at
Oh
another
yeah, you
nice place.
probably
I
did.
don't
I
remember.
was having stuff all the
Yeah,
time back then, but
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was just impressed that y'all just drove down for my birthday. I'm like, what? Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. I remember that was a lot of
You
fun,
came
and
with
yeah, it was
Rock,
for a
right? You
brunch.
came with
I came
Rock,
with
right?
Rock and Mary, me, Rock and
Yep,
Mary.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
That
had,
food was
but
good.
Brenda was there, Lucy was there too, I think.
Everybody was there. Diana,
Uh-huh.
everybody was
Yeah.
there. Everybody was
Yeah, that was a good time. And that's what I miss. I miss that we supported
there.
everybody
Yeah.
and people
But
knew
now
it was
everybody's
okay.
doing their thing.
Yeah. I mean, and it's just I'm trying to find it in the rule book. I'm trying to find in the rule book where it says you are not allowed to support more than one group or one person. Tell me where that book
It's
is.
not
But
in there, Trina. It's not in there.
you
People
sure?
just go where they want to go, though. It is what it is.
Yeah, I know. I know. Um, Matter of fact, that was my next thing, which we've already talked about. It's like I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but I do miss the way things were,
Yeah.
and I do miss that. Miss the dancing until my feet, my shoes, my feet hurt. I so miss that because dancing is a exercise. It
Right.
used to keep me calm and peace. I suffer with anxiety. That used to help me with
But do
that,
you remember
and
before dancing shoes? How we used to dance in the heels?
the
And our feet
heels.
would just be messed up? Yeah, before dancing shoes. Oh,
Yeah,
dancing shoes was the best thing we could have
and
done.
that's it was the best thing, but it was a bad thing because now I can't walk in heels. I can't dance in heels. I can't.
What?
I can't
You don't
walk,
have to
child. I
dance in
can't. I
heels. Get
can't
you
walk
some
across
dance
this
shoes.
floor in no heels. Hardly. I
Ah!
buy, I buy a certain kind of heel to wear out, but that messed me up with trying to walk in
And now
heels. So,
everything is like this tall. Now, why? Why? No, no. Can't do it.
but you
Can't
can
do it.
walk in them.
Not anymore, girl. I don't do that. I do 3 inches.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That
Okay.
right there, like I used to now.
Yes. So, is there anything that you do miss about the dance?
Oh yeah, I miss my people. I miss dancing, but right now I'm a caregiver, so I take care of some people. So That's taking a lot of my energy and time. So when I come home, I get something to eat, get in the tub, and go to bed, and do it
Go to
again the
bed.
next day to the weekend. So I needed this little downtime because I got personal stuff going on.
Right,
So
right,
yeah,
right.
but you have to understand, I've been doing this a long time, Trina. So for the new people that just started, yeah, they missing it, they excited, but we've been doing this a long time without really break.
I don't miss it enough to be having nothing.
Exactly.
I
When
haven't,
especially
because
when there
I
are
what I
people when there are
hmm
people that's in the community that have gotten sick, So no, it's not that
and
serious.
people are dying.
I don't want to say that, but yeah,
They dying.
yeah, they are.
But what I'm gonna say was, excuse me, I'm eating on a mint. Um, I went to, gosh, what was I gonna say? I'll tell you, I've been out to some places that have live music, and I'll do that again. I'm just not trying to. I'm still not
Exactly.
that far yet, touching
I
people's
haven't even
hands
done
and
that.
everything.
I haven't even.
Mhm.
I know I've gone out to restaurant and ate on the patio. You
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So one of
Mhm.
my instructors passed about a month ago, so we went to the funeral and then we all went to eat. So yeah,
Did they have a certain amount of people that come to the funeral?
it wasn't that many people there, and we were spaced
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because they had
lot
like
of them
extras
are.
on the seat.
A lot of them are not even having services.
Mm.
So yeah.
I was trying to talk my mama into, because my daughter's a friend of my daughter's, someone passed in the family, and they went to the repast, and someone, because
I won't
yeah,
be doing
then
no
I have another.
repasses.
Yeah, they're
Mm-mm.
not supposed to really be doing that, but you know, I think sometimes it's hard for people to realize how serious it is when they see their president running around here with 2,000 people on the lawn of the White House.
I'm just gonna say this, you just gotta if it's worth you risking your life, then more power to you. It's just not worth me
Because
risking my
even when
life.
I've gone to those places that I said I went to for the music, I felt when I get back, I felt like a little guilty. I was like, oh
Like
gosh, but
you
I said,
need
but
to be in
Trina,
quarantine for 2 weeks.
yeah. So, but I
Yeah.
mean, I knew that I read and I take care, but I'm not going to. I'm just still not ready to touch you. That's what I did. I did get some swing out in for my birthday. What I did was, because I love live music, I had some of my music people that sing, my musicians. I had them
Nice. I saw
talk
that.
to me, and I had them play
I don't really
music.
get on Facebook a lot. I miss a
Yeah,
lot, but I did
yeah,
see some of your stuff. I kind of here and there, like if I roll
yeah.
past or whatever. But I just don't have
So I
time
got
to
to
just
do
go
me.
through everybody's
Oh, of
live.
course.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot.
Well, I
So
got to
yeah.
do me a little swing out dancing right here in my little office area. So I was like, that's good for me. That's good. I didn't have to wear no
Yeah,
mask.
yeah, I'm glad you back though, because you did a good job back in the day promoting. You weren't
I
biased
appreciate
or
that.
partial.
I tried.
Yeah, we need all y'all to come back and do what you do. Some of them, I
Yeah,
don't know where everybody is. We'll talk later though.
we'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Got to talk off camera. Some
Yeah,
stuff ain't
baby.
supposed to be. I told can't tell all the secrets. Can't tell all
What
the
you say?
secrets. So, when is the last time you've been in Houston?
I need to come to Houston. Let me think. The last time I came to Houston, I just popped. It had to be before Liddell left.
Okay.
Because I just popped up. I went to his class and Lucy's class. I just went on Facebook and say, "Hey, I'm in town." A
Okay.
lot of people came out. I didn't tell nobody because we
Oh,
didn't know what we were gonna do. So I just popped up.
right.
But I'm trying to think when did I come to Houston for something. I came. I was doing some business there. But
Oh,
as far as
okay.
out to an event, I
Mm-hmm.
haven't in a long
Haven't been
time.
anything.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
I gotta come to Houston. Though. I gotta come check on my auntie. So yeah, when we get open back up, you doing something, make sure you let me know.
I will.
Definitely.
And then if I'm not doing anything and you come to Houston, we can go have lunch or dinner.
Yeah, we sure can. We
We
sure
could do
can. I sure
that
will.
so
'Cause
we can
I have
catch
two
up.
nieces that live there.
Okay.
Yes. So are y'all
Mhm.
doing dancing in the park in Houston?
They are doing dance in the parking lot. Uh, Ron Wilson and his family, they have anytime swing line and dance. So I've noticed they've been
Oh, I
doing some
like that
things.
place.
They have a
I've
huge,
been
what do you
there.
call
I
that?
like that
Like,
place.
yeah, like a strip center. And so they've been setting up that parking lot like a little dance thing.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, and Brenda mentioned that Brenda has gone. I would go, but I'm just still afraid that we're gonna get the hugging. I
Yeah,
just because I know
yeah.
me and I know people, and even though I'm good with the not hugging nowadays, because
What's
again, I
what's
wasn't that
popular
way.
here? They're swinging out in the park, but what's
In
popular
the
in
part,
park?
I saw
Everybody
that.
getting their backyards and their patios together. We doing
Yeah.
the
But you
backyard
know
thing.
what? I think I saw like these little cones or something they had, and I said, "Is that what they're using to be like the social distance space?" Is what I'm thinking they're doing. Which that could work too, because that makes them know that
I've
they're
seen
6
where
feet
they
from
had
whoever.
little small floors for a couple. Each couple had a little small floor. That was cool.
Oh,
So
that
you
would
dance
be
on that
cool
floor.
too.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And
yeah.
then if you go with somebody that you with, you take your
Yeah.
partner with you, that's another thing.
I'm gonna
So,
give it a couple of
uh,
months. Couple
mm-hmm,
of months.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get
It's
back
a
there.
place here called Chicago Bar and Grill. That Lucy used to teach there
Yeah,
as
Lucy
well.
love that place. That's my girl.
Yeah, Chicago Bar and Grill is about to they went ahead and changed their license so they can be a restaurant,
Restaurant.
and that
Exactly.
which is going to be fabulous. Again, I've been going way across town to get me some food and listen to some live music. This is
Right.
like down the street, so I can be able to go do that. And again, I'm probably not gonna do a lot of dancing, but I'll be able to go somewhere close to home and just get my little live music fix, sit at my
Yeah,
table, which is
you
what
have
I
to
did
have your
anyway.
mask on. You have to have your mask on.
hmm
Okay.
But unless
Okay.
when you're sitting at the table by yourself eating and drinking, yeah.
Okay.
So like two of the places that I went to, if you get up from your table to go to the restroom, you better get that mask and put it back on your face. And
That's
so
what you
I
gotta
felt
do.
that they were okay.
When
And
do you think it's
they'll
gonna
come
be?
say
When you
something.
think it's gonna be open? Everything's gonna get better. Like the first of the year.
I don't know. I'm I think I'm hoping, but I'm gonna tell you, I know everybody's not for the vaccine. I'm definitely a vaccine girl. Like once they test it and it's all approved, I ain't gonna be a test baby. But once it's approved, I will definitely take that. I just took my shingle shot and took my flu shot the other day. So bring it on. I'm good. I
I,
know.
I'm taking the flu shot once, girl. I'm scared of that. Scared of that.
I never get the flu. Don't think probably your arms hurt. But they told me when I turned 50, I needed my shingle shots. I said, bring it on. Come on, let's get them both. I got
Oh
them both
Lord,
the same
you're a
day,
trooper.
same time.
You're a trooper. I'm a baby. I'm a baby when it comes to that. No.
I am too, but I was like, I don't want it.
No. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Ain't gonna be able to
Then
do it.
she's like, you're tensing up. I'm like, well, what do you think I'm gonna do? You're gonna put a needle in
Yeah.
my arm?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
but
So yeah,
you know
everybody
what?
going I think everybody's waiting to do their events. I'm thinking first of the year everybody gonna pop off.
I think so. I think so. I just hope there are some, there are some venues that closed here. I don't know if you had any down there that closed. We've had some that had to
Yeah.
permanently go ahead and close because
Yeah.
one
Small
of my good,
businesses.
yeah, that's the saddest part about this is those businesses. But the live music people have come together from Austin, just different places have come together,
Right.
and they created a something because they got the money, but now that money has run out and their
Right.
venues are still not able to open.
Right.
So I really, again, I have so many. I was having a cruise come up. I do a Zydeco cruise every year. My
Okay.
Zydeco cruise, I had to cancel that because can't get on the ship.
Right.
So the musicians are
Well, that's where
suffering.
it started. People were on the ship getting sick and had to stay on the ship for 14 days.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Now this is funny. This is gonna be interesting. So we were on the ship last year in October. That was when our cruise was. When we came back, several people were sick.
Hmm.
I never thought about it, right? Never thought
I
about it
think it was
until
out then. I think it was out then.
yeah, it was. And so my DJ, we had one of the clubs that closed, we had a little reunion there. So my DJ for the cruise, he said, Miss Trina, you know what? We thinking that maybe some of those people that got sick when they got off that cruise, I bet
I
you they
think so.
had. So
I think so.
I
Didn't know
called
what
one of
it
the
was.
ladies. I called one of the ladies. She had that what do you call it? The antibodies that tell if you take the antibody test, they'll tell you you've had it before. She had it. So she said she had it. So there's no telling how many people actually had this thing
Right.
before it was
And didn't know. And didn't
known.
know.
People was having the flu, the worst flu they ever had, and it probably was not no damn flu. It was probably corona. So
Yeah. We just
yeah,
gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I'm a
gotta be
stickler for wearing that
careful.
mask honey, and washing them hands. My hands rough now, but I be washing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And cause they say you can use sanitizer, but it's better to wash your hands. Put some soap and water on
Exactly.
them hands. Even Tito went in for COVID, but when he passed, he was over COVID. He actually passed of the underlying diseases that he had that got worse with COVID. And that's the part I think everybody is not getting. That part
Yeah.
is that maybe
You might
you
not get
have
it, but you
great
might take it home to your mama, your daddy, your aunties, grandmamas.
because your immune system can be fabulous and awesome, great. But what about my baby that have
Exactly.
asthma?
Exactly.
So and of course my dad. So yeah, so I think about that. Matter of fact, my stepsister went. She went out of town, and when she came to visit my daddy, they told her she couldn't come in. They made her talk to him from the screen. So
I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I'm serious.
exactly. I said that's what I'm talking about. Keep my daddy well. Our dancers while we in this thing.
I just think that, like I say, just, stay safe. If you just have to go out, make sure you're staying safe. It's not worth your life. Make sure that you're washing your hands. You know, I don't know how safe you can be though if you're dancing with different people and people sweating. They don't know. Because at one time they said that it lingers in men's prostate. So you don't know nothing about this.
But that's the part that I thought about, the sweat, because the sweat is on the hands, and that's
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So it's
That's
no
the part
fun
I'm
if you got to do all that to me, masked up, gloved up, extra plastic bag over your body. It's just too much. It's too much, girl.
Yeah. That's why I say, if I go with this one particular person that I go out with, he and I sit and go get our table, eat our little food, drink our little drink, and we just at a little table. Don't come over here. Hey, what's up? So,
but you're
hello,
looking
Mr.
good,
Owner.
and welcome to the 50 club. You coming in the 50? I'm leaving out of 50. You 51 though, right?
I turned 51. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you something though about being 60. Let me just ask you. It may be too personal. I don't know. So, did you ever in your 50s or 60s ever feel like, I don't want to use the word that life is over, but did you ever feel some kind of way? You've always felt like,
I'm just glad to be alive. My mom died at 49, so if anything from 50 up is a good thing for my family. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
My dad died at 83, 82. So yeah, every day is a blessing, so.
My grandmother was 90, 92, 93, 93.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, this is what we do. And this is the new 50 and 60 is like the new for 30 and 40. It is, it's about how you carry yourself, take care of yourself.
So you never really got down about getting older?
No,
really.
I
never thought I would. 'Cause I'm like, I look good, but some days I do feel like, dang, Lord, there's so many things I wish I would have done. I don't know.
You still can do it. Soon as COVID, whatever you do, what you want to do.
And I'm gonna need Mr. COVID to come on with it though.
You know what the options are. I'm not getting on. You know what the option is. There's only one other option.
Not wake up at all. You sure right. You're so
wake
right.
Up and say, hey, thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna make the best of it. That's what you do.
Which is why I was
You look good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just ready to So but thank you for talking to me. I had so much fun.
Liddell told me you called him. You told him I don't do no BS. He told you I don't do no BS.
He told me, because I knew to call him. I said, hey, what you think? You think you think I can ask her? He said, yeah, you can ask her, but I'm gonna tell you what she's not gonna do. And I was like, okay, please tell me what she's not gonna do.
Nobody's business. Really and truly, a lot of new people I don't know because I don't go out like that anymore. Because we've done it for so long. I've just moved on to other things. But if I got a class, whatever, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm getting paid to do. I'm there. But as far as just hanging out, now you call and invite me, I'm gonna come. But I don't just show up.
Yeah. And it's funny when you say that about the newbies, because I was sitting at a table. We have Jay Owens, Henry Harvey, and Sharp.
Yeah, Harvey, my
Sharp.
homeboy.
Yeah, so they give a second Saturday. So I went one day and I'm sitting at the table minding my, and that's around the time I just started coming back out. But I went away for a while. And this lady sat next to me to my, oh, so do you swing out? And I thought to myself, girl, you don't know who I am. I'm Trina.
She must didn't know. TL, baby, tell them TL. They must don't know. They better ask somebody.
I was telling so when I do get down, something I was upset about the other day, and I said, well, I have to sometimes go down, but then I remember who I am. I remember, whoa. You are Trina, girl. You Trina. You don't remember that. Put that crown back on. Now.
You know what? I'm gonna be me no matter what. I love me some God, but I'm gonna cuss you out too. That's just what it is. I'm a lady, but you come for me. Let's just it ain't nothing personal. Let's just do it and get over it and keep it moving. It is. And just
move on. Move on.
But you did good, Trina. I'm glad you called me. Thank you.
I'm glad.
Y'all Virgos, honey.
Girl, we special.
Yeah, y'all are.
Y'all
are. Coming to Houston though, when it's over with, we're gonna do something.
Yes, and let's get
You're
together
gonna
and do
take me to
something
eat crab
fun.
legs. Take me to eat crab legs. I'm still learning.
Now I ain't gonna eat no crab leg, but I'll take you to eat some and I'll eat
You don't
some
like
fish.
them? You don't like them?
I don't know. I look at stuff and
It's
don't
a
want to
lot of
eat it.
work. When my girlfriend
Just
take
like
me, I have my
crawfish.
ears on. They like, she really cuss. I said, yeah, not getting ready to choke me to death. They just be talking. They say, I be like,
So,
I said, I'm
do y'all do
concentrating.
crawfish? Do y'all do crawfish in
No,
Dallas?
them look like roaches.
Second, guys, I want to thank y'all for listening in to me and Miss Lady Champagne, keeping it real, real. And I thank y'all so much. Make sure you go to www.youtube.com/chatwithtrina. Hit the subscribe button and then hit that little bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Guys, I need your support. I did not make my extra 150 subscribers, so I got to come up with me a new goal, and I'll let y'all know when it is because I need your help. Lady Champagne, I love you.
I got you. Love you too, baby.
Thank
Bye.
you. See y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you again, Lady Champagne, for chatting with Trina today. Guys, make sure you go to youtube.com/chatwithtrina, hit subscribe, and then hit the little bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Good night.